Hello and welcome back to All Under Heaven. Our realm is becoming more stable. I think that's the best way to put it. It is becoming more stable. However, we still have a problem with division going up. Division is still going up because we still have the yearly drift due to being below our legitimacy level. But I don't think there are that many other things that are going to be yearly drifting. Where apocalyptic plague I think is now gone, which is a huge positive. So this should be kinda chillin' for a while. The problem is we need to get all the way around here before this starts to not chill again. Like an apocalyptic plague could be devastating for us. Because one apocalyptic plague, which we cannot control really, if that lasts say another 4 years, this moves around like to here and then it just needs like one little murder or something and all of a sudden it fires. It's not a good situation. But, as people have pointed out, and as we've seen before, there are other things we can do to move expansion forward. We can, if I have a look in here, win a war. Now, it doesn't say that you have to win a close war. It doesn't say that you have to spend a lot of time in the war. It just says, win a war. So in theory, if we were to turn our eyes towards, say, Zanki here, and we were to declare war, although we are significantly stronger, we would get full credit for defeating them and taking some land. It seems like something we should probably consider. Definitely seems like something we should consider. Now, I want to focus on getting our legitimacy up, but I think we can do that. And I think from memory, the order of things that you have to do is it's declare a war, then you can do activities. You can't declare wars while on activities. So what we want to do is we want to declare a war and immediately start an activity to raise our legitimacy. I think that's our plan. I also think we should build, because, I mean, look at that. We have an absurd amount of money. What can we build? There was something in here that we couldn't build until we were in charge, right? Might not be in here. It might be in here. Ancestral Gate, maybe? No, we have to have the Benevolence Dynasty Legacy for that. Let me just see. So we've only got one left, so we're obviously leaving that for the Ancestral Gate. I thought there was another thing that we needed to be in charge for. I just can't remember what it is. You know what? I have absolutely no idea. I thought it was the one where... As I can tell you what its effect is, it's the one where when a new person comes in, they get a bunch of... I think it's influence or something like that. But I don't know. Can't see it. Okay, cool. Well, we will find it eventually again. No doubt when we are no longer in charge or something like that. But anyway. Let's do some building. What do we actually want to build? Water clock? No. Zamcell. No. Commander's study. No. Can't have a prefect's office. Why? Because you're not governor of a county. Fair enough. Bath. Personal physician has a slightly increased chance of success when using safe treatment. That sounds pretty good, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Right. And let's maybe declare a war. Just working out who might be the weakest person next to us. They all have ally. Oh, you don't have any allies. Okay, but you are my tributary, so declaring war I think would be considered bad form. Consolidate land under heaven. Okay. So, why do we have this? What is it? So it's due to the dynastic cycle we're in? Okay. Cost me 900 piety to declare the war. So if I enforce my demands, I take all of his titles, the de jure part of the hegemony of you. So I have that because it's de jure my territory. Oh, actually, I need to go up. Is there a hegemonies map mode? Hegemony titles, yeah. Alright, so this is all de jure our land. So we can declare against any of this lot for free. Well, not for free, for 900 piety. Okay, cool. I should just do that then. Yeah, that seems perfectly reasonable. So effectively, it's just a de jure war. I get a ton of fame for it, which I don't think Oh, actually will. It will get us up to legendary. Okay. Allies get merit, and these guys become my vassals. Alright. They have no allies, apparently. Wait, is their ally someone within my realm? It is. Ah, okay. Well, yeah, they're going to get destroyed. I've declared a war. Let's raise some troops. Let's go to war. And now I should be able to do an activity, right? You must not be traveling. I'm still traveling? Oh. There we go. Can I do an activity now, or did I get it the wrong way around? Yes, I can do an activity now, I think. I just want to check. Right? Yeah, so now I can do an activity. Cool. So let's set up one of these for give us legitimacy. I think feasts give you legitimacy. Let's do well, we just did a funeral, which got us quite a lot. Hunts, maybe. Local examinations might. Is there any cooldown on it? If there is, we're not within it. Let's do a favoritism one. Let's go with this. Get more legitimacy. And start a local examination. Cool. Right. Also, another thing that can raise our legitimacy is improving the Great Wall. So I could invest in this. At least one province must be funded for improvements. A Minister of Works apparently is the only person. You cannot request great project contribution until the recovery phase of the disaster. It's not a disaster though. Alright, let me just put my money in here and let's just have a look. So can I not invest in this? So I can't invest in this. Hire a master builder and begin construction. Do I not have a master builder? Is that my issue? I have a master craftsman. Or is master builder a set? Okay, master builder is just a name that is given here. So is he the only person who can contribute? I think he might be, but he probably doesn't have the treasure. No, he has the treasury and he's the only person who can contribute. Okay. There are currently one other characters who can make it, so why can I not make it? At least one province must be funded for improvements. All provinces that have their contributions funded will have their great segments of the wall improved. I don't really understand what I'm doing here. What do you mean? So it looks like it's this. So this is the province. I don't see anything to do on the province. I think I have to cancel this project because I don't understand what's happening. You know what? Instead of cancelling it, let's make a new one and then we can figure that out from there. Yeah, let's figure it out. Projects. Improve the Great Wall. I'm going to improve... Wait, no, I want to do another Improve the Great Wall. I can't do another Improve the Great Wall. We just have one here. Do I need to go, like, over here and do something with it? So it says the Great Wall is here. Is it? It's kind of like in a I'll take your word for it situation. So the Great Wall in this holding. Oh, right, there you go. So there's the Great Wall. So that's fine. Then we go to this one. There's the Great Wall. And then there's Hanging Temple. And there's no Great Wall. You don't have any buildings available for this slot. So could that be what it's saying? Is it saying that I need to pay for a building in this slot? Is that what it's trying to say? Wait, also which one are you on? Let me just see you. What does it say? It says it's in Qingzhou. Qingzhou does not have the Great Wall special building. Uh-huh. This doesn't make, this is not an easy interface. You are not planning to improve, improve the Great Wall. You know what, cancel it. Cancel it. Get it out of here. Requirements not met. Great project of this type has not already been planned or is ongoing. Right, let's just wait a day or two. Okay, I need to raise my army and go to war. I think it must be something to do with the previous ruler being the person who set up that project, right? Yeah, now I can start one. So start a Great Wall project. Now let's have a look at it. So, one province must be funded for improvements. Okay. You cannot contribute, because I kind of feel like I want to just look it up. Figure this one out. Yeah, let me see what we're doing with this. Okay, I've looked it up and I saw multiple bug reports on the Paradox forums that basically say it doesn't work. Somebody went into the code to find out. Basically, the problem is, right, this can appear in provinces that either don't have holdings or, like, can't have the Great Wall, which basically means that you're in a weird situation where it's like, alright, yeah, improve the Great Wall, but you can't improve the Great Wall. Apparently you are meant to fund it through, like in places that have holdings that can be improved, but it can spawn in places that don't have holdings that can be improved, which means that effectively you're just sat there going like, I don't know. In theory, the solution is to build every single holding that you can, and then it won't do that. But yeah, for now it doesn't work. So we can pretty much assume that this improve the Great Wall bit, that can just be ignored because there is no way to upgrade the Great Wall right now, in theory. If anybody knows how, please let me know, but from what I could see, there were multiple bug reports about the same thing. And one person on the Steam forums going, why is China so keen on building a wall? Which I just thought was very funny. Anyway, let's continue. Our bath is finished. We can upgrade that a little bit. Right, let's do this. Continue. And head down here. Right. You do not stand alone in this conflict. I don't care, but, you know, you do you. You get your free merit for joining in. Right. Wait, that's not us, right? No, no. Just thought I'd double check that we weren't leading. Oh, we should probably improve our men-at-arms if I'm going to do wars, but, I mean, we are also fighting people who are significantly weaker than us, so what am I worried about? We have a new son, Yu Zhongshuan. Okay. Local examination is happening. We are going to support our family. By the way, every time we hold a local examination, that's another 150 renown. It's a hugely quick way to get renown. I can give my grandson an advantage. Yeah, okay. Right. What's this? Oh, victory. Yeah, yeah. We did that. Steam baths are complete. Okay. And then the final one is pleasure houses, which continues to give us disease resistance, plague resistance, all that sort of good stuff. Okay, we had a poem. And my grandson is marrying this person, which seems perfectly acceptable. I probably set that one up. Bell chimes, so now we're starting the local examination. I've won the siege. Need to take this other title. It says that this one's... Alright, this one right here. Okay, trying to figure out what we hadn't occupied yet. Pleasure houses are done. You know, I should probably just upgrade these other ones as well while we're here. If there are any that I want to upgrade. Maybe house members' starting score for examinations we could upgrade. That sounds good. Right. Let's go. Okay, and we get a bunch of legitimacy. Grandson passed his examination. Succession is safe achievement. I think that's have 10 living children. Yeah, I think so. Might be wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 living children. Not 10 children in total. That's cool. Right. Next. We can grab ourselves the next one. Also, while I'm here, what are we missing? Oh, I think we're missing cranes for that. We can have a look at the new technology screen. I haven't looked at this yet. So, I don't need... It's not military. It's not civic. Is it? Is it civic? No. It's in here, and it's... somewhere in here. Cranes. Yeah, it's this one. So I can't get there until 1200. Oh, alright then. Well, yes, it got 83 years left in High Medieval. Which seems to line up. Yeah. What am I researching right now? Primogenitor? Why? Why am I researching primogenitor? What purpose does primogenitor give us? Wait, where is primogenitor? Am I crazy? Wait, no, primogenitor is in here. But we're not in late medieval, so how am I researching primogenitor? Wait, it actually has progress. Wait, but we're not in late medieval's not available, so how am I progressing primogenitor? I mean, 83 years means it's effectively gonna unlock the moment that we finish, I guess? As in the moment that we get into late medieval, it's immediately gonna unlock? Is this can you unlock innovations that aren't in your era, but they don't actually unlock until the next era now? That's wild. Alright. Yeah, give me windmills instead. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if that's intended. That doesn't seem intended to me. It's enforcer demands. Right. Cool. I got a lot of fame, apparently. And I can transfer this vassal over. That's fine. I can also then probably get rid of these people in my prison. What's my extra land that I hold here? This land, which I now hold directly. Okay. Let's see here. Peasants. Apparently, holding the peasants' revolts is good because it means that they won't rise up again. It's an interesting idea. We can stick with that for now. You can just be released. I don't even like. Do I need you to convert? I guess. Sure, why not? You can convert and leave. You, give me 10 gold. Right. So, I want to see whether this event that people say will trigger here for this land to be given away. Archive of handwriting complete. Okay. So next one we need is Pavilion of Leadership. Wait, we've already done that one. Pavilion of Leadership. Increases your disciple limit. Makes people more likely to join your movements. Okay. Pavilion of Scholarly. Okay. That's fine. We can upgrade it again. Let's go. Yeah, so I don't think there's going to be an event that triggers for this land, although I wasn't entirely sure whether there would or wouldn't be an event for this land, because this land's kind of not the same as there's not land that we've inherited, it's just land. So the kingdom is Qianzhong. Can we make that kingdom title? No. Can we make the duchy title? I already have the duchy title. Okay, so I could just give that to somebody in the duchy, right? How about you? You're in the duchy. Yeah. Let's grant you the land. Cool. That seems fine. Okay. Yep, that all seems fine here then. Mystical Communion, definitely. Right, let's go. Disapproval. Oh well. I'll take my 300 learning lifestyle experience and your disapproval. So that's now at 600. Why is that at 600 now? What's take? Oh, it might be my legitimacy is taking it up still. Yeah, maybe. Okay, we need more legitimacy. Keep working on it. Anything else give more legitimacy? Grand tours give legitimacy. We could do a grand tour. That's probably extremely worth it, actually. Yeah. Okay, let's work this out. Let's declare a war and then do a grand tour. I could declare 4 wars and then do a grand tour. I could declare against all of this lot and then do a grand tour. That, I think, is actually a very sensible plan. There we go. This is going to be pop-up hell, by the way, just to let you know. Oh, he's my tributary. Okay, 3 wars and then do it. Yeah, by pop-up hell, I mean we're going to be trying to do this while pop-ups are happening, while everything else is happening. It's going to be horrible, but let's do a grand tour. So what do I want to do? Majesty, intimidation, taxation. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I guess I would like a taxation tour, because money is nice. These guys don't like me, apparently. Okay. Murdered family. Oh! Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's very fair. It's like, why doesn't this guy like me? Oh, right, yeah. All the murdering. That's it, right? Oh, okay. What do I want here? I don't really care about control. Well, I kind of care about control here in whatever this one is. Yeah, I can care about control there. The rest of them, though. The first one I probably want a feast, right? And then the rest of them want cultural. I suspect that that's right. Because I think that this one's in the area that kept having revolt. So actually control might be good there. Maybe on this one as well. Yeah, maybe Yang I will also do control in. There we go. Let's do that. I think that seems reasonable. Cost me a huge amount of treasury, but who cares? Right. We can increase the number of people coming with us. Sure. Increase the success chance. It actually doesn't matter because you're always going to max out if you go on a long enough tour. But let's do that. Customize our route a little bit if we've got anywhere to customize to. Do I want to go here? Nope. Going here anyway doesn't get us anything here. We'd grab the learning stuff from this one. So what's that one? That's this one. So I'd want to go here on the way past. Beyond that, it really doesn't matter where I go. Could try and go down here, but like that's just a little bit too far. Right, that's all fine. My goal, I would love to espouse legitimacy, but we can't do that. So maybe popular opinion? Yeah, and then I have a little danger, so we're going to grab mercenary guards, which will reduce that. Also, apparently because I'm reckless, I can make haste. Yeah, but that lowers travel safety. I might as well just use private army, which is even more travel speed and travel safety. Cool. That seems good. Let's go. Okay. Might as well just raise the troops here again. Let's go. I can manage things from here. I can manage things from here. Definitely manage things. Okay, gracious host. Arriving sometime before nightfall at the farm estates in Yongqiu, Jin Shouyi plays the role of most gracious host tending to all our needs. Later in the evening, a feast is hosted in my honor and the Huangjiu figuratively keeps flowing until we start seeing signs of dawn in the sky. Morning after, I'm approached by Jin Shuyi. My sovereign lord, we thoroughly enjoyed hosting you, and this shindig will warm us for many a night forward. He smiles and nods. Wait, the gracious host event where they don't ask you for money? What's up with that? I can ask him for money though. Yeah, lower popular opinion in my capital? Definitely. Okay. Wait, a stop on the way. Oh, this is the one where they ask us for money afterwards. I'll accept your invite. Oh, wait a second. The oil lamps cast a light so feeble it's nearly imperceptible. An old servant serves us food, fish, unspiced. Magistrate Yun Renbiao seems a little bit too nervous, talking about the difficulties of ruling such a poor area, the impossible taxation. The last priest we had left after just a couple of months, he mutters, putting away the watered wine. He promptly excused himself to go to the latrine, accidentally bumping into me on the way. And say, my guards will have a chat with you. Or what are you doing? Notice he's trying to steal from me. I'll let him try and steal from me. There we go. Life of a ruler. I can get inspired by tales here, or everyone loves a war story. Just get inspired by tales. Other people's pastures. Yeah, we'll improve our capital. That's fine. Grand Pavilion is done now. Might as well just improve some of these anyway, just because we started them. So I might just go up to max rank here. It means our learning lifestyle experience will be nicer later. Not that we need it, but other people. As we trot up the outskirts of a little crossroad hamlet, a fearful commoner approaches, his eyes wide with relief. Thank goodness, you must help us, Lord. Bandit deserters are preying on our village for days and they've taken almost everything. I can take his money. Say, guards, let's get the drop on these villains. Get Bandit Bane. Let's do that. Altruism, alms for the poor. Sure, why not? Right. As I said, it's going to be pop-up hell. Because we're going to be trying to do this war, and there's going to be non-stop pop-ups. Right, split in two. Also, I didn't get more siege units. As I said, hey, we should get more siege units, and then just did not. Okay, you're going to go there. Right, go. Okay. The contest. You would like to have a drinking contest against me. Okay, sure. I won. Wait, no, I lost opinion of him? Wait, I must have lost. It said 100% though. Maybe I misread it. Anyway. Let's upgrade that. A flavorful combination. Life as Huangdi brings all manner of magnificent and fanciful food to my plate, but lately I've grown tired of the same flavors and textures. I desire the truly outrageous, the truly exotic. To one side of me I see a persimmon pastry and the other boiled vegetables. What if I were to take these two distinct flavors and taste them at once? Nope. Not going to do that. Right. Continue upgrading our study. This person became my friend. Wait. The Imperial Prince became my friend? I murdered his father. Oh well, that's fine. I made a friend. The meal this evening has been to die for, but as the chefs keep piling food high, I've noticed my champion Silly has been scarcely touching what little he puts on his plate. Though a lack of appetite would be fine at any other time, Imperial Prince Jiao Jingtong of the Huawei Shi seems to be getting insulted that a member of my entourage is picking and poking at their dish. I'll tell him to eat something. Okay. Parsing demand, we ask for tribute. Yep, we want money. Right. Which is also great, because this is us now turning treasury into money. Usually this just pays for itself, but now it's actually turning things from there into there, which is great for us. Okay, somebody joined my wars. That's nice. No temples. I can construct him a temple. Alright. Here. You want to upgrade my bedchamber? Increases our house opinion. Yeah, sure. Why not? Martial lifestyle perk. Grab a man's home. Gives us control territory advantage. Nice. People are contributing to more grand projects. This thing's going to get a cultural festival bonus. Cultural taxation. No festival taxes. We want popular opinion. Right, or at least we don't want to lower popular opinion. Continue upgrading these. Right. My Grand Guardian is dead. What was my Grand Guardian? Is that a position here? Yes, this is a position that gives me army toughness. New Grand Guardian is going to be you. Okay. You're now going to head to the next holding. Okay. Rude gestures. I cannot believe my eyes as Chuan starts gesturing towards Intendant Zhang Lizhen when considered highly effective and offensive in Han culture. Intendant Zhang Lizhen of Fujian shouts and calls you. Anyway, explicit names while his men hold him back. It seems like he is not going to calm down on his own. I have to do something to ease tensions. I say, don't worry about it. That's that. Right. Okay. Here, I'm going to head up to this tribe. Start sieging. May I? The sound of flutes and drums is quickly accompanied by a group of dancing guests, all following the music with joyful movements and laughter. A couple sneaks away into an alleyway, kids jump in a circle, a lonely old man struggles to move his hips. I spot Intendant Jiang Li Jian among the crowd, and next to him one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. And dance with his wife. I can do a local dance or go dancing. Let's do a local dance. And then ask him for tribute. Okay. So we've now finished the next thing in our estate. Also, I just got new land somewhere. Wait, whoa. What new land did I get? I got new land here, apparently. Did I get another duchy over here? Yes, wait. I have both of these duchies. Oh, okay. And I have that kingdom. Oh, okay, so I inherited a kingdom. Well, let's just wait. Let's see if it gives me the event that people were talking about. See whether it gives me an event to give it away. Right. I don't know how long I'm going to wait, but let's see. You're going to head here next. Probably. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay. The serf in this Huangdi. That lumbering sycophant. We shouldn't even be calling that churl or Huangdi. We should be calling him a heartless fool. And reduce his taxes. I'll reduce his taxes. That seems fine. I'm not going to take a chance of us being wounded. I was turned away? What? As my entourage comes to a halt at the gates of Changsha, a call is made for Commandant Jiao Hanjiang. Okay. Of Hunan to receive me, but after a time that's more than generous, not even a lowly servant appears to greet me. The call is made many more times, but receive no answer save for the chirp of wild birds and the whistle of gentle winds. It's become clear I've been turned away at the gates, and the headless commandant has in so doing insulted the crown. We can say, let's just move along. Insult will not be soon forgotten. Break down the gates. I'll just move along. I'm not that worried about it. Right. Almost home. I've granted a gaggle of Chen Jiao ritualists an impromptu audience on the road. A few moments to share blessings and Dao Shu wisdoms. I found myself distracted by Yu Wu Fan, for my young granddaughter has gathered a crowd of junior devotees, and amidst them sagely expounds the nature of their common faith. From what I gather, being taught both the ways of my creed and her own has afforded the girl some insights. So she can become a wise woman. Okay. I should put a stop to this, or come impress these people. You can become a wise woman, that's okay. Secretary Director is more powerful. Can I... Yeah, I can swing the skills back again using Prestige. Sure. Wait, which one have we won? The middle one. Alright, let's enforce our demands. Right. It doesn't seem, by the way, like this kingdom is being, like, given away. Like, it doesn't seem like we're getting any events or anything. As people claimed that we might. So I think I might just give it away. Unless there's something I can do to be like, hey, just give it away, like, under normal, like, rules. But I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be being given away, so I guess I will give it to one of my sons. Imperial Prince. That's the wrong one. I grant you this kingdom. There you go. Did that actually grant him the kingdom? Did that properly grant it to him? Well, it did grant him that kingdom, but it didn't grant him the vassals underneath it. Which he now no doubt desires. Yes. No doubt. I'm assuming all of it. Yeah. And that one. And that one. And then probably that one at the top as well. Okay. And the one even further up. Cool. Do you desire anything? Nope. Okay. Cool. Do I hold this duchy? Yep. Anyone hold land within that? Alright, so this kingdom... Wait, can I create the kingdom? I can create the kingdom. And I could give that to my next son. I could give that to Wu Wenju. who's also my forward scout. I shouldn't give it to him yet then. If I was going to give it to him. Somebody holds land within this kingdom, don't they? You do. Okay, I'm going to grant you that. It's occupied, so I cannot. Okay, my level of fame has gone up. Go beat them up. And you go beat them up. Let's go. Snap twig. He fell off a tree. I will say boys will be boys. I don't want to lower my dread. Okay. More people are joining me in this war, apparently. Roadside poetry. I'll gain 100 martial lifestyle experience for free. Seems reasonable. Wait, I've arrived back home? What do you mean now? Oh, I just skipped everything else and I just arrived back home. It didn't just skip the next one, it skipped every remaining bit of the activity. No, what it should do is it shouldn't do that. It should skip you to the next available bit of the activity. Oh, but it could be... Wait a second. We were going here and the guy died, right? Yeah. So that's why we didn't go there. I understand. So that's what broke the activity. Anyway. Yeah, somebody died while we were doing it. That makes sense. Right, I could hold a feast, which would get me legitimacy. I could hold an inspection, which I don't think will. Let's hold the feast. In our capital. I don't need that, and I don't need that. No honorary guests. Actually, not entirely sure what gives you legitimacy and feast. Does it espouse legitimacy? Yeah, and I don't have that, so actually probably won't give us legitimacy. That's fine. Cool. You're gonna head here now. Captured enemies. Up here. A siege. Wait, is this held by... Who's this siege by? Occupied by you. Is this... This isn't my land. No, there is... Wait, is my land occupied by me? What? How can it be my land occupied by me? Wait, is this also my land? It is. Go siege... There. Right. It's fine. House relations are improving all the time because people keep marrying other people and then being educated and then marrying and then becoming friends and... Yep. Make a request. Do you want my worn manuscript? No? Right. It's all fine. No, go meditate in seclusion for a little bit. In my own estate. Right. Grandson passed an examination. That's good of him. Right. 100% war score. Enforcer demands. Then over here. 100% war score. Enforcer demands. Right. Cool. So that's that done. So this is all part of this kingdom. Which I am going to grant as a whole. Well, yeah, which I'm going to grant as a whole over to my son, Wu Wenju. I'm going to grant you this entire kingdom, which I've just conquered for you. You will desire people. Yep, you desire that guy. Wonderful. Right. So that's that done now then. I can transfer a vassal to another vassal. Right. That I think is fine. I'm not over the amount of land I should have. Let's mass ransom people in my dungeon. And then if I check this, we are now at 890. This is still going up though. It's still going up due to our legitimacy level not being high enough. Yep. Okay. Well, we're trying. Okay. That should be... Oh, I think the peasant leaders just left my faction. Oh well. Vassals being attacked. That's okay. There's a peasant's rabble somewhere. Due to pilfered provisions here. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't actually fire, but we'll see. Right. Inspired person can be sponsored. You're legendary and you want to make me an urn. Alright. That seems acceptable. I probably need a new caravan master, clear of the way. Yep. It's going to be this guy. Seems to have good stats on it. My grand mentor is terrible due to being infirm. I can replace him with somebody who is not terrible. Okay. That's all fine. Wonderful. Imperial Guardsman, bodyguard. That's going to be my champion here. Wonderful. Alright, that's all good. Anyone better for the keeper of the harem? Nope, they're all terrible at it. Wonderful. Right, clear that out. So really notice it. I'm just wondering whether there's a decision to just be like, hey, just follow the normal succession law for land, or no? Am I malnourished still? No, I don't think I've got any penalties from it. Let's stop gaining weight then. Yeah. There's nothing in here that like says don't give me the don't directly pass land back to me. It's kind of weird. It's something for only the like AI to deal with, and us as the player, we don't have we're not dealing with any of that. Which seems weird. I mean, I get it from a player perspective. You might want control over these things. It's odd. I have another son. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of children. Okay. Next for us. Continue trying to raise legitimacy, I guess. When can I next... Oh, I'm probably still in seclusion, right? I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I'm out. I'm meditating. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Personal physician became better. I have another daughter called Shishi. Okay. Improved our skill in meditation, and we gained legitimacy from tribute. That's nice. Still getting there, so we need another 700. Someone to impress. Do I want to become friends with Kai Yuan Yu? I don't know, do I? I don't really care about Kai Yuan Yu, but sure, I'll become friends with him. He can be dedicated in my urn. And my court grandeur has now gone up to 6. Means we're only now taking these negatives, which is a much lower amount. Okay. We should hold an event or something. I'm still meditating. Oh, I forgot. Okay. What's this? Hold court. Inspection. Let's hold court. A rift in you. I'm presented with my vassals, Imperial Censor Zhao Zilun and Imperial Minister Chen Yangqing, both influential voices and use sometimes cerebral court. Alas, the voices do not sing in harmony today. Zhao Zilun steps forward. Son of Heaven, I have come here in the presence of the great and the good to put Chen Yangqing to rights. Warmongers seek to draw the hegemony into conflict for their own petty ends, and they threaten the status of the great houses of the realm. Shun Zheng Zhao, even you. I'm sure you will agree with me, my liege. Chen Yanqing merely shakes his head, looking at me expectantly along with the entire court. And say you're both invaluable. Nobles and ancient right to go before all others, or we do what makes you stronger. I'll say you're both very valuable. And I charmed them. Okay, a lost treasure. Your Majesty, I represent the religious community of Jishi. While rummaging through our modest archive, we have come across a peculiar book. The cover is dusty, the binding fragile, and the page is yellowed by time, but it contains the most unusual drawings, and the script itself is unknown to us because we are certain it is unique in this world, a long-lost vault of knowledge, a true treasure. That's why we offer it to you. Perhaps it's the original copy of the Will of Buddha, or it's a memoir from the world's creation. I can get my antiquarian to check it, I can check it, or who cares about books? I will check it. It was a fake, but it raised my learning by 2. Problematic probate. Lady Hu Changsheng and the commandant of Hebei's wife steps before me along with a Diana Bhikkhu. Vague memories of this case spring to mind. Some dispute over the departed commandant Zhao Shiji's wishes. Zhao Jingzhong approaches. Huangdi, be assured these promises of lands are pure falsehoods. My father may have given alms here and there, but the whole prefecture of Weizhou, it is plainly absurd. The priest clears his throat. My name is Jing Ji, my grace, from the temples of Guantao. We speak true? Zhao Shiji was a pious man. He spent much time with us before he found the peace of the enlightened in Nirvana. Commandant Zhao Jingzhong rolls his eyes, reddening with anger. Okay. I am not entirely sure, but I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, he can keep his title. Yeah, let's go with that, but he has to pay some money. Cool, I got my legitimacy. That's what matters. I got my legitimacy. Okay. Next, we can do an inspection. Anything else? The only question is if we want to do a feast or something. A grand tournament gives you legitimacy. Apparently. But does it give you legitimacy because of it has espoused legitimacy? Let me just check. No espousing. So this one just gives you legitimacy. Okay, we should do a grand tournament then. Right, we're going to hold it in the regimental grounds. But what's in the regimental grounds? What do you get? Wrestling is cheaper. Okay. Let's hold a grand tournament here. We're going to have wrestling. We're going to have all sorts of other stuff. Archery. Archery is great. Anything that isn't in turns, honestly, is fantastic. We're going to have horse race. Sure. Why don't I like turns? Well, the problem with turns... Oh, sorry, anything that's not in knockout is fantastic, I should have said. But the reason I don't like knockout is because you have to like go through so many events to get to the end. Turns is like a single event. Like it's not everybody faces everybody and then gets through to the end. It's just you get one shot and that's it. Same with the race. Actually, let's get rid of race now that I realised what turns was. So recital would have been fine. Let's do recital. Yeah, let's do this. Also, apparently I'm participating. But yeah, we basically just don't want to make it take that long. Let's go with this. And we'll go for the best artifact that we can. I'm going to go for goal being triumph. That seems fine. Start our grand tournament. 4 months. Right. I'm not yet qualifying for wrestling. I don't know if I'm going to qualify for wrestling. I'll be honest. I'm not that good at fighting. But anyway, also the village is interesting. This has got new stuff. That's kind of cool. Huh. Interesting. It's got a slightly different look. I'm not sure if that's the correct look, but it's got a slightly different look. Let's go for enduring hardships. Right. Next. When do things open? 13 days. We're declared on vassal. There is a peasants' revolt. Why? Mismanaged population. Also, the game is starting to have horrible music. I think this solution is like you go slower or something. No, the music is still actually atrocious. Yeah, it is lagging a lot. Huh. Interesting. Apparently it's just run the game slower. From when I looked up last time, that's the solution. But... Right. My counselor died of smallpox. Fair enough. It's 12 months till it fires. I'm not really sure what I can do to stop these things, but... You know. It's fine. Make a request. No. You can't have my thing. Let's go tourney grounds. I'm going to increase my score and my knight score as well. Hey, I'm going to qualify for wrestling. Okay. There's a new powerful family. Back in here. Arson's Quarter is probably good for us. We have an absurd amount of money. Talk about absurd amounts of money. I always forget. Continue building. Let's upgrade our block carving bit here. Okay. Arson's Quarters. Erroneous Etchcution. Browsing the wares on display on the tailor shop, I spy a carefully wrapped package among the piles of garments and sundries. The tailor happily opens it for me, carefully untying the leather bindings to reveal exquisitely embroidered crest, the Fang crest. Say, burn this. Let me have it. I want one. Or very nice work. Give me a crest. That's fine. Increase my renown by the smallest possible amount. War's been declared on our vassal. Fair enough. Training grounds in 8 days. Feathered entertainment. Go, Spring Blossom, go faster. I hear a man's voice echo across the grounds. I look up to see a small thing hurrying through the sky like a little black bolt of lightning. Soon enough, it swoops down towards the finish line. You must have cheated. Your bird cannot fly that fast. Just look at her. She's barely a fledgling. The angry loser shouts while the winner looks smug. I'll say I don't have time for this and increase my score. Okay. Continue upgrading this. Back in here we go. Okay. Right. Courtier came of age. Cool. Betrothed married. I was feted as a great host. Let's go Artisan's Quarter. I don't need the favors of a lady. And we've now done that. So I also wonder if we want to upgrade our tea. We should upgrade our tea house now that I think about it, because we want the disease resistance from it. Yeah, let's keep upgrading that. Right, back over here. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do some wrestling. I'm not going to read your poetry. I'm not going to cheat. I'm just going to win. Due to my learning stat being so high, probably. I got the Hast-Luder trait. Gives you some bonuses, which is nice. Right. Contested clemency. Dust puffs up around Chu Shengyi's body as he falls backwards into the dirt. I'm winning this fight and everyone knows it. Amidst the cacophony of noise from the crowd, Zhu Chenyi drags himself to his knees and stretches out both arms. Enough! I've had enough, no more! He calls out. I can see from the tremors in his body it's not my skill alone that causes such a loss of fight. Zhu Cheng Yi fears me. You're a coward and a disgrace. Never challenge me again. You should be proud of your fight. We'll say you should be proud of your fight. And then we go for one of these. So it's actually our diplomacy and intrigue that allow us to win. I was wounded and then I beat him. He conceded and I won. Hobbled combatant. Cuffing some dirt away from my eyes, I steady myself as the hoots and hollers of the crowd rain down around me. Feng Ting Ji is a little way away, the pair of us having disengaged briefly to catch our respective breaths. The baying of the spectators quietens a bit as we begin to circle each other, slowly. One wrong move could end this fight in an instant. Feng Tingji's eyes narrow almost imperceptibly. As we circle, I notice a small puff of dust being thrown up under Feng Tingji's right through every time he takes a step. It's almost like Feng Tingji is limping slightly. I will say he's bluffing. And then we'll go with this. Apparently I'm doing two of them at once somehow. Wait, that's semi-final? But we lost in... Did we lose the semi? He knocked me out. Okay. I guess I did lose to this guy. Okay. Well, confounded. Cool. I won. I won? Maybe? I'm not entirely sure, because I just lost. Did I win or lose? I appeared to be doing 2 contests at once. Victory? I won. Somehow. Which doesn't seem possible because I also was in 2 contests at once and I lost. Okay, let's not worry about it. I'd like to qualify. A new hire. Do I want this person to join my court? I don't really care if this person joins my court. I'm on track to qualify. My grandson passed an examination. Good job, grandson. Right. Okay. So we won the wrestling somehow. We've done the next bit of tea. Let's upgrade that again. Still says that we're going to have a faction. Carry on. Let's go Artisan's Quarters. I find Nanjin cutting a piece of cloth. A couple of tables have been disposed of to display his work. Stockings and head coverings, hoods and sleeves opposite a hearth lightly burns. Careful there. You were about to trip over the linen, son of heaven. I'm sure I can guess the motive of your visit. I can make this better by giving it some prestige. I can try and become the owner of a glass orb. Some banners will encourage me, or keep up the good work. I'll have the banners to improve my score. Okay. I'd like to go to the tourney grounds in 6 days, if that's possible. A faction disappeared. That's nice. It's not the faction I cared about, but a faction disappeared. Tourney grounds. Foreign flair. Oohs and ahs followed by applause catch my attention as I walk past a small crowd. Interest piqued, I push my way into their midst. At the centre stands a woman, sword half drawn from its scabbard, showing off the weapon's unusual hilt to awestruck commoners. Clear she's not from these parts, her accent is lilting and foreign. As she sees me, she bows her head respectfully before turning back to the crowd. Now, how about I show you all a sword trick from my lands? And say, would you like a new liege? What a fascinating character, or she's foreign, so what? Would you like a new liege? By a new liege, I mean, would you like to be here? Would you like to be my concubine? That's what I would like to say here. As we still have another 13 slots to put in there. Oh, there you go, there's another one. And another one. Okay, we have another 11 people that we need to put into this concubine list. Okay. Let's go. Can't do any more of that, so we will simply wait here. I'll show the world my skill. Hopefully archery works a little bit better. I got a bonus. And it's all fine. House relations improved and stopped improving. Quiet, please. Silence! Have some damn respect for the competitors, he grumbles cantankerously. A few titters come in response. Clearly he needs peace and tranquility with which to shoot an arrow, but I think as he turns to brandish a fist towards the crowd once more, this might be taking things a bit too far. I'll let him get on with it. Okay. I've lost my court musician. Do I need a new one? I don't know, maybe. Master of music. That can be you. That's fine. We've upgraded our tea fields. Let's go for the next one. Right. This is the one where we can use our learning to get absurd amounts, right? Yeah, this one where learning can like cover our prowess being terrible. Never mind. We got a great decrease to our score. But we won anyway. I won, I say as the person who organised the contest. So we get money, we get prestige, we get merry aim for 5 years, and we get a prize. Tourney grounds. Be a man. I greet a band of champions as they wander past me. One straggling behind the rest makes me pause. Spinning on my heel, I call after the figure. They are clad in shapeless, ill-fitting armour, their eyes wide and clearly terrified beneath their helmet. Something isn't right here. Stepping forward, I rip off the helmet before they have a chance to react. Standing before me, looking around furtively to see if anyone else had noticed, is none other than a woman, dressed as a champion no less, planning to compete as a champion even. I see. So I can keep your secret. I can do for the services of someone like you, or guards. I'm going to pay some money, I'm going to recruit you, and then immediately you're going to join the concubine list, because I need more concubines to fill the concubine list. We have another 10 that we need to get in there. Someone has failed the children's examination. Oh well. I think they had another 3 attempts afterwards. Artisan's quarters in 5 days. Yep. A new purchase. I will get some banners to encourage the crowd to cheer for me. I recalled a previous tournament victory, raising my score in the tournament. The previous tournament victory at this tournament. With countless lords and champions gathered in one place, constant bickering is small wonder as old disputes reignite and vanity stokes friction. Listen here, you slippery churl. Jing Xian snarls as Feng Ting Ji fingers his sword grip menacingly. Usually these petty shows of bravado end with a black eye at worst, but this fearsome quarrel threatens to tar the whole event. No one can say what started it. I'd say do not do not embarrass your host. Yeah, 75% chance that nothing happens. I think that's the best thing that we could go for. Kept the peace. Okay. Right. It's fine. We're declared our vassal. We have upgraded our T thing even further. Let's go max rank T. Show the world my skill in recital. A lame limerick. I let out a triumphant sigh as I complete the final verse of my recital. I ready myself for thunderous applause of my audience, only to find the turning ground silent save for a wind whistling through the trees. This is a disaster, but perhaps the situation can be rectified with a new poem composed and recited on the fly. I have one more. And we won over the crowd. Stolen moment. Wild cheers erupt from the gathered crowd as Pan Yi Fang finishes his recital with a flourish and a bow. The only person who isn't whistling and clapping is, as it happens, myself. How could he have known? Was this planned, or perhaps somehow by the machinations of Mara, it was simply a coincidence that Pan Yi Fang's verses ended up almost identical to my own? The assembled spectators fall silent expectantly. It's my turn. Because I am a poet, I can show them it's about delivery and get an auto pass. Let's do it. Sloppy standards. Streams of commoners and nobles alike flock to the contest grounds, vying to secure a good spot of the good view of the recital. A horrendous groan pierces the excited hubbub. A stand overloaded with spectators gives way with a crash. Its mass of screaming victims are sent tumbling from view. As recriminations fly, my seneschal, Zihua, staunchly discourages punishing the stand's builders. This was an act of heaven, nothing more. We can execute them. We can compensate victims, or such calamity cannot be avoided. I will compensate the victims. Okay. Here, we're going to appeal to a higher power, which is diplomacy learning. I got a decrease to my score, and we won. I get the feeling that nothing in those events is true. Okay, I got this bonus, which is quite nice. Nice new set of things, and I get a prize. And I won all the contests. So I get a new scepter, a new brooch, and a new goblet. And I can give a few words given I'm the host and get some extra opinion. Also, I did not appear to get any legitimacy whatsoever from that. But okay, fair enough. I did get some prizes though. Apparently I'm not even using this. Yeah. Doesn't really matter which one I use, but I wasn't even using it. Were they all Royal Court things? I think they were. Trade that one in for a scepter. Increase our court grandeur. Trade our health thing in for the goblet, yeah, to increase our court grandeur, because we need our court grandeur to go up. We're almost at rank 7, which is good. Give us more bonus. Well, it will take away negatives from us, which I think will be nice. Actually, does 7 give us bonuses as well? 7. Because 7 might give us the next scholarly court one. Yeah, it'll give us lifestyle experience. Cool. Right. Now done that. Inspiration realized. You made me an urn. Oh, that's lovely. It's a great urn. Right. Cool. I get a new one of these. I can grab benevolence. Makes department aids better. Influence career cheaper. Unlocks the ancestral gate building. Cool. Yeah, and gives you more max political schemes. We've also now finished all of that, which is great. So now, one day, there we go, we've finished the tea plantation. I can now build ourselves the ancestral gate, which gives us 10% domicile income on top of a bunch of other bonuses. Let's do it. Okay, that's all fine. I can extract tribute from you, or not, I've already exacted tribute. You can hold another local examination. Their dangerous faction is going to fire in 1 month, and there's nothing I can do about it. Minus 70% due to arbitrary arrests and corrupt bureaucracy. That must be... Yeah, that must be corruption, right? So can I remove that by doing this? That's not corruption, it's just negatives. Ah. Okay. Well, I wish I had some way of stopping that from firing. Because that is definitely going to fire, and that's definitely going to push division up another bit. Looks like quite a big faction as well. That's a lot of people in it. Or a lot of holdings in it. Oh, also I got a new urn, which means we can replace our prize goblet immediately with this urn. Cool. You know what? Just for people that care, we'll do that. Then I will put... where is it? One of the goblets on the outside. There we go. For people that care, it's now a little bit more symmetrical. Right. That's fine. Inspired person. What do you want to make? A brooch. Yeah, sure, why not? I have, like, a huge amount of money. I might as well just continue spending it. Right. And then I think I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.